Hello guys, and today I'm bringing you a Blackwing deck list. I have played an older version of this deck in the past, but like at that time Black Whirlwind was down to 1 and the deck was very restricted. I've actually brought new support out for this deck, and also Black Whirlwind has gone up to 3, so it's become like really fun and competitive again, and actually brilliant. I love this deck. Like I'd actually go out and get this deck just to come back into like into a league or whatever, because there's not a league where I currently live during term time. But yeah, I'm back in my hometown during the summer. I might actually get this deck and just go after I've worked a few hours at work. But anyway, get onto the deck list. First, I've got Dark Arm Dragon, which is just like the meat, the muscle of the deck. The muscle of the deck. If you haven't synchro summoned like out of the monsters in the main deck, it is. Because if you have exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon it and then banish, and you know, Dad just does what Dad does. If you need to know what he properly does, like fully, just pause the video and read. And if you don't actually know what Dad does, you need to stop living under a rock. Like, Jesus, Dad was back when Dad first came out, he was at 3 and it was ridiculous. I think it was at 3. I remember playing against someone who was free. I don't know if it was like a friendly or something, but it's ridiculous when it's at 3. Then we got one of the new Blackwings, Chris the Crack of Dawn, which can special summon itself from the hand if you already control a Blackwing monster, which is good for being either a material or like an XYZ material or a synchro material, or just attacking wise really. It's got quite a high attack as well, 1900 for Black Whirlwind, if you decide to normal summon it, but I can't say I've normal summoned it much. We've got Free Shore of the Blue Flame. This is from one of the cards from when the Blackwings first came out, and if you destroy a monster, you can special summon one monster with a 1500 or less attack from your deck. So that's just really for like a synchro material monster, like a tuner. So like Blackwing Out of the Whirlwind or Pinaka, one of the new Pinaki or Pinaka, whatever it is, one of the new tuners, or like Steam or Breeze or even Blizzard, if you want to, or even Kalute. But I don't know why you'd bring out Kalute. That would be ridiculous. Then we've got Free Borer, which can special summon itself from the hand as well, and it deals piercing damage. It's just for another material for XYZs or synchros. We got Kalute, which is basically like the Blackwing's own Honest. So you discard it in like in a battle where regardless of you attacking or being attacked, your monster will gain 1400 attack until the end phase. So it's just protection or destruction if you're attacking. Got Free Gale, can special summon itself from the hand if you have already a Blackwing monster with a different name, and you can have the attack and defense of one face monster your opponent controls. It's a tuner, level 3, you know, all the fun stuff. Then you got Pinaki, which is one of the new support that this deck got as well. It's it can only be used to synchro summon Blackwing monsters, unfortunately, but still, it's another tuner. And if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can have one Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand, but you can only use this once per turn. Got Breeze, which is another tuner, but can only be used to synchro summon Blackwing monsters, unfortunately. So you want to like get like Gale and Blizzard out more because they can synchro whatever. We got Steam, which is one of the new like support for this deck. And it can only be, it actually can be used for synchro summoning anything, but when it leaves the field, you can special summon one Steam token, and when it's in the graveyard, contribute one monster on your field to special summon it from the graveyard. But you can only use this once per duel, unfortunately. But you can contribute the token to special summon it, which is linked to Mypicurus attack, and I'll tell you that later. Got 2 Blizzard of the Far North, which came out, which was one of the original Blackwing monsters. And when it's summoned, you can special summon a level 4 Blackwing monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position. Regard like whether it be a material or a tuner, you know, whichever, just whatever the situation demands really. Just play as you go along. And then we've got the traps, which are pretty standard. Got Allure of Darkness just for the darks. Still at 1, which is a bit crappy. It's been at 1 since it practically came out, to be honest. I can't even remember when it wasn't at 1. Then got Reject It, which is Concentrated Dark Hole, Soul Charge, Foolish Burial, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, and 3 Black Whirlwind. And Black Whirlwind, when you normal summon a monster, Blackwing monster to the side of the field, you can add one Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand that has less attack than that monster. So like if you summon Shore, you can practically bring out everything other than Chris. And crit, if you summon Chris, if you normal summon Chris, but I doubt you'll ever normal summon Chris, you can bring anything to your hand, which is good for like Gale being able to special summon itself from the hand, and Bora being able to do the same. Then we've got the traps. We've got Bottomless, Mirror Force, and Phoenix Shine, which are the staple traps. And then we've got free Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack, you can use it with Steam. Steam will get its token, bring back Steam, but you can only do this once per duel. So that's like one play to do with Icarus Attack. Then we've got going on to the extra deck. I've only got 13 cards in this extra deck because it's pretty staple, to be honest. Other than the Blackwing monsters that I needed, I may put in more of the Blackwing synchro monsters after playing this deck a bit more. I'll put an update, either an update video or an update on the description or an update in the comments or whatever. I'll update somewhere after I'll continue playing this deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro and maybe even in real life, and then give you updates as I go along. So I'm starting off with Star Eater, which is hard to get out, but it's ridiculous when you do. It's just godlike, so that's why that's in there. Then we've got Dragosaitos, which is just another like something to do, something to summon if you can. Then we've got Yazi, Evil of the Yangzing, which is again just something to bring out if you want to. Then we've got the first Blackwing synchro monster, which is a new one as well, Blackwing Tamer Obsidian Hawkjoe. Then we've got Blackwing Armed Wing, Black Rose, Go Your Guardian, Blackwing Nerfing the Starlight, Gram the something or other, Shining Star, which was just added in because it's really rare that you'll bring out a level 5, let's be honest. Then we've got Sky Musketeer, well Castle the Sky Blaster Musketeer. Then we've got Excitation Knight and Raid Raptors, the 4 Strix. Like, the extra deck is really fluid with this deck, so as long as you've got the Blackwing like core to your extra deck, you can swap out and swap in regardless of what you want. So just do whatever you want with the extra deck, really, to be honest. But anyway, if you'd like to keep up to date with me doing every single archetype deck list, then subscribe. But thank you for watching, and see you next time, guys.